And please welcome beyond the field,
Hey yo, it's Highway, and you're watching Morgan Sports Network.
Sitting in my room for the 5th time the same night. Can't even describe my urge to fight in my mind. Figuring out where do I even start. I know I've done this 100 times. Sometimes you just need a restart. Yeah. Need to unload your mind and put it back in the shopping cart.
Hello friends, my name is Tyler Quigley. I'm one of the founders of the Morgan Sports Network. This network has been a labor of love. Through our generous sponsors and individual donations, we have been able to put this together to offer live streaming of high school sports in Morgan. Our vision is to provide those of you who cannot attend in person the ability to watch the games, whether you're watching Morgan or the team they're playing. We appreciate your support. We have some student staff that work with us. Through your donations, we've been able to pay these students as they learn the ins and outs of the broadcasting business. With the money we bring in, we are also able to upgrade our equipment and continue to provide a good broadcast for you to watch. If you would like to donate, please scan the QR code on your screen or find us on Venmo at Morgan Sports Network. You can also follow us on our social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook at Morgan Sports Network, where you can find post-game videos and photos from the games. You can also check out our website at Morgan Sports Network, where you can find photos of the games for your personal use after. On behalf of all of us at the Morgan Sports Network, thank you very much for your support.
In your home, you will see many firsts. First steps. First pets. And and first dates. Whether you're looking for your first or last home, you want to partner with a first-choice lender to make securing a mortgage as easy as possible for you. Homebuyers have relied on Academy Mortgage for customized home loan solutions and responsible and honest mortgage service for over 25 years. Make Academy your first-choice lender.
procrastinating preventive maintenance? No need. At Jiffy Lube, our highly trained technicians make car care make sense, so you can avoid being in a pickle. procrastinating preventive maintenance? No need. At Jiffy Lube, our highly trained technicians make car care make sense, so you can avoid being in a pickle.
Hello friends, my name is Tyler Quigley. I'm one of the founders of the Morgan Sports Network. This network has been a labor of love. Through our generous sponsors and individual donations, we have been able to put this together to offer live streaming of high school sports in Morgan. Our vision is to provide those of you who cannot attend in person the ability to watch the games, whether you're watching Morgan or the team they're playing. We appreciate your support. We have some student staff that work with us. Through your donations, we've been able to pay these students as they learn the ins and outs of the broadcasting business. With the money we bring in, we are also able to upgrade our equipment and continue to provide a good broadcast for you to watch. If you would like to donate, please scan the QR code on your screen or find us on Venmo at Morgan Sports Network. You can also follow us on our social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook at Morgan Sports Network, where you can find post-game videos and photos from the games. You can also check out our website at Morgan Sports Network, where you can find photos of the games for your personal use after. On behalf of all of us at the Morgan Sports Network, thank you very much for your support.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Please welcome to your field,
Hey yo, it's Highway, and you're watching Morgan Sports Network.
Varsity, my my room for the fifth time the same night. Can't even describe my urge to fight in my mind. Figuring out where do I even start, and I've done this 100 times. Sometimes you just need a restart, yeah. Need to unload your mind and put it back in the shopping cart. Hoping the next day you'll go through with the...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Morgan Sports Network. We're coming to you live tonight from Cache Valley, from Green Canyon High School, where the Morgan Trojans from 3A will face off against the 4A Wolves of Green Canyon. We welcome those of you who are joining us from around the corner or around the globe. I'm Tyler Quigley. I'm joined by David Halls. Dave, how are you today?
It's great. It's great to be up here. It's a hot Friday night, but clear sky and really not much wind. I think it's going to be a great night for football.
Friday Night Lights. I noticed that on the schedule, Morgan has a couple of a Wednesday game, they have a Thursday game, but we'll call it all Friday Night Lights.
That's right.
We're still in preseason. Today Morgan's playing a 4A team from Green Canyon that last season was 7-3, and this is becoming a nice little rivalry. They've played the last 2 years against each other.
Yeah, I like it. Both teams recently picked up a win against each other, and with one coming right down to the wire with what was going to be a walk-off field goal win for the Wolves, but Morgan got a block and won the game. Yeah,
for sure. So far this season, Green Canyon is 0-3, which don't let that fool you. This is a fantastic program and a great team. Their losses came against 4A Crimson Cliffs, 6A Pleasant Grove, and 5A Park City.
That's right. I looked and reviewed that schedule myself, and I thought we shouldn't take much comfort in that record. I think they're going to play some tough football tonight, and it'll take every bit of Morgan's strength and athleticism to pull off a win.
The Wolves are coached by Craig Ander. He has a record of 27-29. This school, Green Canyon, is in the Cache County School District, was built in 2017, where it was split from Skyview High School.
Yeah, really nice facility here. I love their field and their track, and they've got some great bleachers. And you know what else I noticed? They've got a rockin' student section here tonight.
There's a palpable energy from the student section, which is just below us to our left. It is packed. The band is all set up. They have their music stands. It looks like they're going to welcome the team or do something on the field before the game, which will be exciting to see. And this student section there, as you mentioned to me when we were off air, it doesn't feel like an 0-3 student section.
No, they're here to win. They're here to make some noise and cheer on their boys.
Morgan's section is over there wearing their sunblock provided by Northern Utah Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunblock. They're looking directly into the sun.
Yeah, it doesn't look very fun over there. That reflection is about enough to blind you. It will be bright for quite some time over there.
The Trojans are walking onto the field as we speak now in the south end zone. So last season, Dave, when the Wolves came to Morgan, the final was 24-21 with the Wolves being victorious. Will Korth carried the ball 17 times for 80 yards. Nick Despain had a great game, completed 65% of his passes, was 15 of 23 for 165 yards and 1 touchdown. Gavin Turner, who this team knows well, had 8 catches for 107 yards. And the Highway, Robbie Cameron, who did our intro music, had a pick 6, highway robbery.
Like it. Yeah, that was a tough game. It was a good game, though, and didn't win. Morgan didn't win that time, but it was. I always like those games that kind of come down to the wire.
I didn't hear the PA announcer. It looks like the cheer and spirit squad are maybe doing a little performance. We okay to talk over that, Dave?
Yeah, I think we're okay.
Okay. This is the Morgan Sports Network. Let's talk about the 2020 game when Morgan came to Green Canyon, and as you mentioned, that was a 16-14 win for the Trojans with a blocked field goal.
Yeah, it's again coming right down to the last play like that. In the field goal, if I remember correctly, it wasn't like a 50, 60-yarder. I mean, it was a
chip shot.
It was a chip shot and required Morgan to get in front of that ball or lose the game. And, that's not something that happens very much in any level of football, and Morgan pulled it off that night.
Again, the name Gavin Turner is surfacing. He had 3 field goals in that game from 41 yards, 28 yards, and 25 yards. Gavin will be doing the kicking honors tonight as well.
That's great. He would have been a sophomore back then, so quite an accomplishment for a pretty young player.
Jaron Savage scored the only touchdowns for the Trojans in that game, had an 18-yard catch from quarterback Ryder Lish. Ryder's brother Gunnar is a team captain on the Trojans this year, wearing number 22.
Yeah, and we see him on both sides of the ball, both playing as defensive safety and also playing running back as well. Had some great runs last week up in Rexburg, playing Pocatello, and I think we'll see more of that tonight.
So in the 3A North, Morgan is from the 3A North region. They've been runner-up the last 2 years in the state championship. They won the state championship in 2019. Coach Jared Barlow is in his 3rd season, has a record of 20-7. This season, the Trojans are 3-0 with wins at 4A Bear River versus 5A Mountain View and 4A Pocatello in Rexburg last Saturday at Meridian High School in the Wind.
Yeah, that was definitely a windy game. The game started out close, but in the end, I think Morgan kind of rallied and stole the momentum. That Pocatello team, though, that was their first game of the season, and I think that was a little bit of a disadvantage for them. I think they're a talented program. In fact, they went to the semifinals up in Idaho last year. Did not win in the semifinals, but had a great and successful season. I think they'll do the same this year.
Let's talk a little bit about the players to watch tonight. I want to talk a little about Nick and Gavin, meaning Nick Despain and Gavin Turner. For the season, Despain has completed 57% of his passes. He's 54 of 88, has 719 yards passing, is averaging 13 yards per throw, has 7 passing TDs and 3 rushing TDs.
He's had a great season so far, and I think we'll see a lot more of that coming forward as the season progresses. I've really liked how Despain has led the team in both in the air and on the ground.
He's the leader off the field as well, which is very apparent. He was chosen as a team captain by his peers. The other team captain, going back-to-back as team captains, is number 11, Gavin Turner. He has 19 catches this season for 337 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's averaging 18 yards per catch.
Yeah, he's obviously one to watch. He's a lot of fun to watch, and a lot of the damage that he does to defenses is actually after the catch. He'll not just catch some very difficult balls, but he'll also turn them into some serious gains on the ground.
I want to talk about one of the defensive players to watch today. Was voted a team captain for today's game by the other captains, which are Despain, Turner, and Lish. They chose, along with the coaches, SPF 41, number 41, Sean Moore, the Sean Protection Factor, brought to you by Northern Utah Dermatology.
I love that, especially after the blocks that he's had this year. That seems appropriate. He's been a lot of fun to watch. His 2nd year of high school football, but it looks like he's been playing since the day he was born.
He was born to play on that line. He's tall, athletic, has 0 body fat, and a big heart. He's a great player.
He really is. And I think he'll have some great plays tonight and put a lot of pressure on that quarterback.
We're going to pause for the national anthem, and we'll be right back. beautiful rendition of the national anthem by Green Canyon student. She did a great job there.
She really did. You know, it was interesting. I couldn't find the flag when they first announced the national anthem. Last week it was very easy to see.
Yes. It's in the south end zone now, not moving at all, so there is absolutely no movement on the flag. Looks like the captains are approaching the 50-yard line for the Green Canyon. Number 8. Number 58.
Student section here with the green smoke bomb to kick things off.
I love it. We had a soccer game. Number 37, team captain. And number 10. Captains for Green Canyon are number 8, Jack Stevens. He's the quarterback. He's a senior. Number 10, Jackson London. He's a senior. Number 58, Dylan Atkinson, also a senior. And number 37, Gavin Christiansen, also a senior. For the Trojans, as we mentioned, team captains, number 2, Nick Despain, number 11, Gavin Turner, number 22, Gunnar Lish, and number 41, SPF 41, the Sean Protection Factor, Sean Moore.
Can you tell us a little bit about how the team captains are selected on Morgan?
Yes, captains are chosen during the summer by the coaches and players, nominated and voted on by the players. And those are the 3 main captains that are consistent throughout the whole season: Despain, Turner, Lish. And then before each game during the week, the team captains and the coaches get together and choose one other Trojan player to be honorary or a team captain for that particular game. Today, Sean Moore.
That's great.
Other games that have been the captains. First game at Bear River was number 79, Tyler Buckway. Versus Mountain View was number 3, Zach Nilsson. And at versus Pocatello was number 25, Rhett Nye, the tackle guy.
The tackle guy.
We'll keep an eye on what happens here with the coin toss. We appreciate those of you who have joined us. I'm Tyler Quigley. I'm joined today by David Halls. We have Austin Barlow on our production today. Currently, we have Dylan Despain running the camera. He will be spelled off by Sam Halls when Sam battles through the traffic. Mike Despain is one of our executive producers. He's down on the field right now taking some pictures of the coin toss.
I suppose the Morgan's bleachers are a little bit thin right now, but I suppose they'll fill in. I think there was some traffic issues. The team arrived about an hour later than we expected them.
Yeah, they did. Looks like the coin has been flipped. Green Canyon won the toss. They'll defer to the second half. Morgan will receive. Green Canyon will defend the south end zone. Morgan will receive the kick and go from south to north, from left to right on your phone or computer, hopefully your big screen TV. We'll open up our text line throughout the game. Let's open it up right now. If you want to text in, let us know who you're cheering for, who you're watching, what you're excited about for this game. You can text us at 801-808-2100. Text line is 801-808-2100. This could be a first in Morgan Sports Network history, opening up the text line before the kickoff. Just feels right. Very impressed by the band, the cheer, the spirit squad, the dance team, the students at Green Canyon. I feel like I'm at a St. Patrick's Day parade in Chicago. All wearing green, looking good.
That's exactly right. It does feel like that. It really is. Love the band. I'm not that familiar with Green Canyon, but it seems like they've got a great tradition here going on and a lot of fun.
The students are already chanting, "I believe that we will win," so let's see what happens. Deep to receive the opening kick for the Trojans. Number 14, Brogan Garrett, and number 3, Zach Nilsson. Have a digital play clock in both end zones. That a little different. Morgan does not have that at Trojan Field yet, but Kicking for Green Canyon is number 87, Cale Cragen. They've already started the clock. So we're rebooting here underneath us. We're on top of the booth today on the left side. To our right, we have some other TV people. To their right are the Morgan coaches. And the rest of the people are underside in air conditioning, and we're underway, and that kick is into the end zone for a touchback. Caught by Brogan, though. Brogan Garrett will start today for the Trojans on offense, replacing injured Connor Brown. We wish him a speedy recovery. Number 6, Connor, tweaked his knee in the game at Pocatello, but we hope to have him back very soon. Starting on the line for the Trojans, number 54, Will Fisher. Number 59, Cole Kill. Number 79 at center is Tyler Buckway. Number 8, tight end, is the Muley Bear, Josh Criddle. Wide receiver, Lincoln Gilson, Brogan Garrett. In the slot, Gavin Turner, Jet Larson behind Despain, who takes the first snap, drops back, quick pass, complete to the Muley Bear, breaks a tackle, falls forward for a nice gain. The Muley Bears caught now 5 passes that's his 5th catch of the year. It'll be fun to see if they get him involved early this game.
Yeah, I think he's a powerful force on the field.
Hand off to Jet. He breaks through, gets a first down. Sorry, that was, Jet, that was Gunnar Lish. First down, Trojans. 8-yard gain. Jet, number 22. Lish, number 22. Salmon, number 24. Despain changing the play, looking at his wristband. Sends Turner to the other side with tight set here to the Trojans. Salmon behind him. Looks like a pass play. Despain in trouble. He's sacked. Big loss for the Trojans.
Great pressure on that defense. Come out early and hit strong. We'll see how that continues through the night.
That was an interesting set for the Trojans. I haven't seen them line up that way before, but no score yet. This is the start of the first quarter. This is the first drive. Morgan received the opening kick. Hand off to Salmon. He's stuffed for a 1-yard gain there for Salmon. Morgan seems to do pretty evenly pass versus run. At least the last game, it was a pretty even distribution, even given the wind situation, which in this game there is absolutely no wind.
Yeah, that's right. You can tell that defenses, they're here and they're ready to play. And this may be one of the most difficult defenses we've faced this year.
3rd down, 18 to go. Here's Despain. He's in the pocket, and he goes down. 2-yard loss. The Trojans are averaging over 30 points per game while holding their opponents to in the teens. Punt here for the Trojans. Gavin Turner. Deep to receive, number 37, Gavin Christiansen. Good punt there by Turner. Fielded at the 30, up to the 35-40. Caught and brought down by Jimmy Savage, number 7. Nice tackle there by Savage.
Yeah, great tackle. That runner had some wind behind him. He was getting ready to go. And good stop, open field tackle, a very difficult play, and Jimmy pulled it off.
On the defensive line for the Trojans, we have team captain, number 41, Sean Moore, number 77, Aiden Thompson, number 8, Josh Criddle. At the corners, we have the Nilsson brothers, number 3, Zach, number 1, Tate. There's a pass complete to number 87. 5-yard gain brought down by Jaron Ball. Jaron leads the team in tackles. Also tackled in on the action was number 19 Zach Sargent. Number 22 Gunnar Lish plays corner along with Sargent. Another quick pass to 87, complete. Tackled by Ty Wheeler. Number 44, he's in at linebacker for the Trojans. The other linebacker is Jet Salmon, number 24. Number 25, Rhett Nye, the tackle guy, linebacker.
A couple yards to go here to see if we can get a stop.
Rhett's wearing a black sleeve on his right arm. It's like a first down, or close to a first down. That was 3rd and 2.
Let's see where they spot that ball. It looks like it's probably a first down. Looks like they're moving the
first
chains.
down. The Wolves are into Trojan territory. Ball on the 41-yard line. 2 pass and 1 run on that drive there. Receiver was number 87, Cale Cragen.
Great run there by number 8, Jack Stevens, it looks like. Quarterback sneak.
Stevens, pass out, complete on the right side. Broken tackle. Tackle finished by Sargent.
Looks like they maybe lost a yard there.
Lost a yard or maybe no gain. 3rd down, 3 yards to go. Stevenson has 3 receivers on the short side, runs, pitches back, covered by Wheeler, and stopped by Wheeler and Tate Nelson.
Great burst of speed there by Ty to catch up and make that tackle.
Tackle for loss, Dave.
I like it.
At the conclusion of today's game, we will be selecting 3 most outstanding players, and I'll tell you more about it. The Wolves will go for it here on 4th down and 6 yards to go. Quarterback Stevens was a quarterback last year as well. He has number 37 with him. Drops back. It's under pressure, gets the pass away, has a man, incomplete. Morgan will take over on downs. That was intended for Gavin Christensen, covered up by the Trojans.
You know, great pressure there by the defense on the quarterback, but that guy was open.
He was.
The ball was a little underthrown, perhaps because of the pressure, but I thought that one was going to send him down the field.
That change of possession is brought to you by Heinz Automotive. Change your tires, change your oil, change your life. Heinz Automotive. Trojans' second try at it here. They have the ball on their own 42-yard line. Turner in motion, flag down. Looks like an offsides call, Dave.
Yep, offsides on the defense. Give Morgan a little bit of breathing room here as they get started into this new series.
That was the first penalty of the game. Brogan Garrett at wide receiver. He's starting today in place of Connor Brown. Lincoln Gilson on the far side, number 5. He's a sophomore. Turner in motion. Here's Despain, rolls left, looking deep, throws complete to Turner, out of bounds. 10-yard gain there for Gavin Turner. First down, Trojans.
Great read there, great route. Good throw by Nick to Turner, and first down.
Pitch back to Lish. Spin move. Keeps going. Keeps churning his feet like he's trying to make old-fashioned butter, and gets 5 yards. 4-yard gain for Lish.
I like that, keeping those feet choppy. Keep on moving even after the first contact. Bought him a few extra yards there.
Despain is in the shade of the press box. Enjoy that, Despain. check the play. Second down, 5 to go for the Trojans. They're in the Wolves' territory here. To Spain, handoff to Salmon. Falls forward for 1 yard gain.
You know, he's definitely facing a more difficult defensive line than last week. It seemed like there wasn't a time he ran the ball where he didn't pick up at least half dozen yards.
Looking down at the defensive line there for the Wolves, they're some big boys.
That's right.
Here's to Spain, looking deep, has time, rolls out, throws deep, intended for Turner. He has him complete at the 15-yard line. 25-yard gain, Despain to Turner.
What a great play. We've seen that play a lot. We'll see it some more probably even tonight. Great catch, and the Morgan Trojans threatening to score here.
Here's Despain, wants the ball quickly. They're set, has it, hands it off to Lish, cuts to his right, bounces off some defenders, and close to another first down. 9-yard gain there by Lish.
I like it. It seems like Morgan's picking up a little bit of steam now.
Morgan quickly sets. Ball is on the 6-yard line. Here's again a handoff to Lish, and he is met immediately for no gain.
Maybe even a loss of a yard there. What do you think?
Shout out to our new cameraman, Sam Halls is here. He has arrived and is doing a great job. We appreciate him. Appreciate Austin producing for us, Austin Barlow. Third down, 1 to go. Despain rolls out, and he is dropped. Six-yard loss there for the Trojans. Personnel change here. Long snapper for the Trojans is number 23, Titan Willis. Gavin Turner will come on to kick. The ball's on the 14-yard line. This will be a 31-yard field goal attempt. Tate Nilsson will hold. Snap is there, kick is up, and it is good. With 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in the opening quarter, Morgan scores first, 3-0.
Great kick there by Gavin, reliving some memories from a couple years ago, I suppose. Yeah, it's good to see Morgan roll down the field there and pick up a little bit of energy. I think this defense is going to be tough tonight. The Wolves are here and they're ready to play, and the Trojans are too.
Absolutely. We're grateful for Academy Mortgage. They're your first choice home loan lender. Brett Mills at academymortgage.com. He sponsors our player of the game for the Morgan Sports Network, who we will choose a player from both teams to receive a certificate from Academy Mortgage and the Morgan Sports Network. Ben Brown with Cornerstone Real Estate. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, Benjamin will help you navigate the process. He is our social media sponsor at Morgan Sports Network. Also our photographer. If you go to morgansportsnetwork.com, you can go to our photograph section and find folders where you can get access to Benjamin's pictures as well as Mike Despain's and others who have submitted. If you are a photographer of Morgan Trojan Sports, please contact us. We'd love to post your photos on our website so the students can access those. Those are free for individual use.
That's right. We'd love to have any submissions that we can get. The students love them. The families love them. And sometimes it's hard after a game to track down the person with the camera. So we do our best to try and gather them up, put them on our website, give you credit back, and hopefully get those photos in the hands of the players.
There's a kick by Turner, and it is into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good kick there by Gav. Northern Utah Dermatology is located in South Ogden. They do medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology. Dr. Daniel Hansen and his family live in Morgan County. They are sponsoring our Female Athlete of the Month. You'll hear us mention he is also sponsoring our blocks. So We'll get our Northern Utah Dermatology blocks, reminding you to use your sunblock, Dr. Daniel Hansen. Here's Stevens. Hands off. Met immediately by number 41, Sean Moore, SPF 41 with the takedown. Tackle for loss.
I love it. What a great defensive play.
1 yard loss there for the Wolves. That handoff was to Gavin Christensen. It's number 37. He's behind number 8, Stevens, who's both seniors. Handoff again. That tackle was made by the Muley Bear, Josh Criddle.
Good stop, Josh. That runner got down and low, ready to steamroll through and hit the wrong guy.
And no gain on the play. That brings up 3rd and 11. Our friend Daniel Moudreau has predicted this game to be a score of 42-17. Daniel's our statistician. Give you some other little stats he's provided here in a minute.
We always love Daniel's help. Nobody knows more about Morgan sports than Daniel.
Absolutely. There's number 20, Jaron Ball, right in the middle. Linebacker, looking things over. Leads the team in tackles.
It's a big play here for Morgan defense.
Here's a place, quarterback sack. Number 25, Rhett Nye, the tackle guy, quarterback sack.
Who would you
I stood
expect
up
it
on that.
from? That was worth standing up.
Oh, wow. Big tackle for loss. Quarterback sack by Nye.
4th and about 20 yards to go.
Rhett Nye was our Bingham's Bomb player of the game last week versus Pocatello. Bingham's Custom Meats. They provide a certificate for a bacon bomb for the leading, or whoever we choose. Here's a punt. Punter is in his own end zone. The punt is up. High kick will be fielded by a fair catch. Oh, it hit the Green Canyon player in the back. Dave, have you seen that before?
I think did it hit him right in the,
hit him
in
right
the helmet?
Yes. Which, there's a flag down.
You know, so it should be dead where it hit the player, but I don't know what the flag was for.
Is it a penalty for not allowing the Morgan player to catch the ball?
I don't think it's. I guess I don't know, but I think they're only not allowed to contact if a fair catch is called. But I'm not sure. The refs look like they're trying to figure something out here.
Gunnar Lish was calling for a fair catch. It's a high punt, short punt. Here's the Coach Barlow's getting the explanation from the official while the Green Canyon band plays some nice jazzy tunes.
Love the band. Right next to us here on the left. Students are into it.
Robust student section here for Green Canyon.
The band fills up an entire section of the bleachers.
Gunnar Lish in the backfield with Despain. Here's the official explaining to the other officials what is happening. See if we can tell here.
Are they waving it?
No, it was a
Oh.
block in the back by Green Canyon. That's a 15-yarder, Dave.
That's
that stings.
That's a hard penalty when you're that shallow in the field. The punt wasn't that far, and then to pick up, and then also didn't get any bounces at all because hitting the Green Canyon player in the back of the helmet.
The ball is on Green Canyon's 24-yard line where Morgan will take over 1st and 10. We're in the first quarter, 1 minute and just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's Despain. Looks left, throws. The ball's tipped up and intercepted by Green Canyon. It was tipped. There's a flag on the play. Despain made the tackle. Ball was intercepted by number 23, Dewey Egan. That is Despain's first turnover of the season. A block in the back by Green Canyon. So another 15-yarder after the interception. Despain made the tackle. Looks like the player that got the interception, Dave, has a big gold chain with a cutout wolf on that he came over and showed his friends in the student section. That was cool.
That's pretty good.
So after it's all said and done and the dust settles, the ball is on the 9-yard line of Green Canyon.
That was a lot of work to get back exactly to where we were.
Yes, it was. And it took about 10 seconds off the clock. Handoff right into the line. Tackle made by Sean Moore and others. Jaron Ball involved. Morgan has 24 seniors, 19 juniors, and 43 sophomores on the team. So you don't have to get out your calculators. That's 86 players. Second down, 9 to go. Pitch back to 37. Met immediately by Tate Nilsson with a tackle for loss.
Tate coming up there from the corner and not letting any room around him. Picked up maybe a couple yards.
4-yard loss on the play.
Oh, they did lose.
Yes.
Well, it looks like the
was
scoreboard. There we go.
Third down and 12 to go, 3-yard loss. So flags again. That was on the defense.
Is that a flag on the play?
Yes,
What
it was
the
a flag
call?
on encroachment on the Trojans.
I see.
So it's a 5-yarder. Third and 7. Stevens back, looks deep, throws across, complete to number 87. Not enough for a first down. Well, trying to see where they're marking this. It is a first down.
You know, it's interesting. He leaped, and I guess his toes dragged as he caught out of bounds.
That was Cragen with the catch. First down. Under 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Morgan up 3-0. We're in Cache Valley at Green Canyon High School in North Logan or Hyde Park. Here's Stevens, rolls right, throws, complete to his tight end, and he is tackled immediately by Morgan's number 19, Zach Sargent.
Great tackle by Zach. Got down low, and
that's the end of the first quarter. Morgan 3, Wolves 0. Bingham's Custom Meats is your hometown butcher shop with a wide selection of quality cuts and great customer service. Let them help meet your needs. They sponsor our Bingham's Bomb player of the game, who will receive a certificate for a free bacon bomb. Wardell Brothers Construction, they're located in Morgan County. They do excavation, build roads, large and small. They have bulk products. They sponsor our captains and our coin toss every game. Heinz Country Store is a wonderful country store off exit 96 in Peterson, Utah. Fuel, hot breakfast and lunch, great snacks, and great people. Heinz Country Store, a place to eat and get gas. Heinz Automotive is also associated with Heinz Country Store. Gardner Development and STF Electric are some of our sponsors. CSI. Hooked Up Plumbing. They will hook you up with all of your plumbing needs, water heaters, water softeners, remodels, new construction, over 24 years experience. They sponsor our holding penalties. Get hooked up. Hooked Up Plumbing. This is the start of the second quarter. Green Canyon has the ball. Second down, 7 yards to go on their own 23-yard line. Handoff. Tackle by Ball. Flag on the play. A lot of flags in this game, Dave.
yeah, there have been, surprisingly.
Morgan's pointing at Green Canyon. Green Canyon's pointing at Morgan.
The ref's calling it Green Canyon, so I guess that's the final word. The white hat.
Well, he's pointing it towards Morgan, but there's a debate between the 4 officials right by the ball. Morgan players are trying to figure out what they're talking about. Here's the signal. Face mask on the Trojans. A 5-yard face mask, which results in a first down. Looks like they're halting play just to make sure. Okay, yeah, first down. Third penalty on the Trojans, each 5-yard variety. Stevens has an empty backfield, throws immediately out to number 24, tackled by number 3, Zach Nilsson, senior. He and his brother Tate each had an interception last week at Pocatello. Six-yard gain for the Wolves. Handoff. One-yard gain. Tackled by number 44, Ty Wheeler. If you'd like to text us and let us know who you're cheering for, where you're watching from, when we have a minute, we'll take a look at those. I'll give out the text number right after this play. Handoff, met by the entire line of the Trojans for, looks like forward momentum is going to be close to a first down here.
So we got a player down too,
yes,
with the helmet off.
Number 57 is the injured player. Kelper Bagley, senior. He's still on the ground. If you'd like to text us in and let us know who you're watching, who you're cheering for, where you're watching from, our text line is 801-808-2100. That's 801-808-2100. Received a text from one of our fans. Last game we had a text from the brother of Jared. This game we had a text from the father of Jared, Barlow, Austin's grandpa. Ken, watching from home. Nice to hear from you, Brother Barlow. Coach Barlow's father.
Number 57, Derek Fulton. Does that seem right to you? I'm on the wrong side of the... Kepler Bagley coming off the field.
First down, 10 yards to go. We're in the beginning of the second quarter. Morgan's ahead 3-0. Stevens back, going deep, has a man wide open, number 24, broken up by Zach Nilsson, number 3. Excellent defense by Nilsson.
Great defense to get back and collapse that distance and get his hands up and break up that pass.
Shout out to Jackson Wells, former Morgan Trojan player, member of the state championship team, watching the game while in Washington. Nice to have you on board. Silk Money, Jackson Wells. That was his nickname in basketball.
Love it.
Had a silky smooth 3. Here's a pass complete to number 80. Pursuit by Ty Wheeler, and he brings him down.
A little assist there by Gunnar Lish.
Gunnar likes to get in on those for good measure, just to make sure they're down. I like that.
I like the aggressive play.
Shout out to Big Mike and Lynn, who are watching Nick's grandparents, Nick and Jack's grandparents. They're in St. George. Go Trojans. Nice to have you, Big Mike and Lynn. A pass over the head of the intended receiver, tipped up. Brings up a third down. Oh, that's fourth down. Okay, that was third. Fourth down, 3 yards to go. The ball is on the Green Canyon's 48-yard line.
Looks like they're bringing out the punting unit here. You could go either way on this one. Probably not going to be a field goal, but you could go for it potentially. We'll see what they do. Maybe a fake opportunity as well.
Deep to receive for the Trojans is Gunnar Lish. That Sargent that's short of Lish. Another
Looks
high
like
punt. It looks like Morgan will clear, and it takes a Trojan bounce and gets back ends up on the Trojan 47-yard line. So a 5-yard punt there. That's not what they had in mind.
No, I don't know what happened on that one. I mean, it was a shallow punt, and they got a really bad bounce as well.
Got a text from someone rooting on the Nilsson brothers, Zach and Tate. Nilsson and Nilsson, for all of your interception needs, press 1 for Tate, press 3 for Zach. Thank you for watching the Morgan Sports Network. Just over 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Morgan's ball. Handoff. The ball popped free, but looks like they're calling him down.
Feels like the ball popped out a good minute after.
Number 12 was
after
ready to
the
roll.
whistle.
That was Jet Salmon that had that 5-yard run.
Shout out to Spencer Erickson. He's listening to us from a mountain hunt today. He's out doing some archery.
Nice, good luck. Despain with Salmon behind him. Gilson on this near side. Despain looks over the middle, has Criddle. He stays on his feet, bulldozes 2 or 3 guys down. They can't bring him down. It takes a whole wolf pack to bring down the Muley Bear.
What a catch and run.
Was that about a 20-yard gain? I got excited with the wolf pack.
It felt like it was a 1-yard pass with a 19-yard bulldozing.
The Muley Bear, he has the strength of a bear, the speed of a deer. He's the Muley Bear. Hand off to Lish. He's dancing and prancing, zigging and zagging for 5.
I still saw some forward progress on that whistle, but I guess it's fair.
They didn't want the ball to pop out again.
I think he was still going.
Ball's on the 24-yard line. Morgan is close to the Mountain Green Dental Maroon Zone. Dr. Ben Clark, Mountain Green Dental, sponsors our Maroon Zone. Despain. Pass across the field. Oh, dropped. Gavin Turner looked right into the sun there.
Yeah, that's
a tough one.
That's a tough one with the sun and getting ready to roll.
That's Despain's first incomplete pass of the game. Morgan has run the ball a little more than they've passed today, which is kind of unusual for this team. Brogan Garrett on the far side, Gavin Turner in the slot, Lincoln Gilson on the near side, the Muley Bear at tight end. Despain rolls right, throws the ball away. Brings up 4th down and 6 to go. Looks like the field goal unit is coming on, Dave.
Yeah, this will be a good kick. What's the math on this one, Tyler?
46-yard attempt here. Ball is on the 29-yard line at 17. That's what I've heard. Does that sound right?
I'm going with it.
Okay, we'll roll with it. Tate Nielsen, number 1, will hold. Double number 1, Gavin Turner will kick. High snap, kick. The kick is up, looks short, it is short. The snap was a little high. Attempt was no good. I have another fan watching Josh Criddle, the Muley Bear, from their home in Warren, Utah. Glad that you're able to log on to the Morgan Sports Network and support Josh. We love Josh, fabulous athlete, basketball player, football player, tremendous student athlete. Shout out to Josh's dad, who is watching from home tonight. His mom is here in the crowd, battling the sun over there. Hopefully she has on her SPF 41 or higher. Northern Utah Dermatology reminding you to wear your sunblock.
Sean Moore's tall enough, maybe casting a shadow over some of the fans there in Morgan.
Ball on the 20-yard line now. 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Pass, long pass. Incomplete, intended for Chris Jansen. Good route, double coverage there. Nilsson and Lish.
Great route. Good ball. Great coverage on the defense. Got a little physical there at the end and made the stop.
Shout out to Larry and Charlene Peterson, watching from their home in South Jordan, cheering for Morgan. Here is a quarterback sack. That was Ty Wheeler's arm that had that sack.
The O-line, Green Canyon's O-line did a great job there holding.
Flag on the play. Quite a few penalty flags in this first half. Most of the field is shaded, except for the maroon zones, which are both on both sides in the sun. Personal foul on the Trojans. That one hurts. That's a 15-yarder. Number 4, Quentin Farley has entered the game for the Trojans.
Did you catch that personal foul?
I didn't see who did it or what happened, but results in a first down. 4th penalty on Morgan. The first 3 were all 5-yarders. This one was 15. First down, 10 to go, ball on the 31-yard line. Here's Stevens, under heavy pressure, gets the ball, pass off, but incomplete. Heavy pressure by the Muley Bear right there. I'm looking at the quarterback, Dave Stevens. He's a big boy himself. When he was there by Criddle, they're both strong athletes.
He looks like a very powerful quarterback. Probably not a lot of fun to encounter him when he's running down the field, and I bet we'll see him do quite a bit of that tonight.
Second down, 10 yards to go for the Wolves. They have the ball on their own 31-yard line. Under pressure, sacked. Jet Salmon with the quarterback sack.
Pushed him back there about 10 yards.
Jet Salmon is a sophomore, plays offense and defense, wears number 24. He has hair of gold.
I think it's translucent. It just kind of floats in the wind.
If you get a chance to see him on the sideline with his helmet off, you'll spot him easily. Third down, 20 to go. Flags on the play. Under 8 minutes to go in the in the first half or in the second quarter. Morgan's ahead 3-0.
Waving the flag off, it looks like. Go back to the ball, 3rd and 20. Ball on the 20.
Shout out to Morty's car wash owner, Scott Mortensen, who was watching from home with his boys, throwing the ball around in his yard. Here's Stevens back. Flag on the play. Complete. Out of bounds, though. Oh, he was inbounds. Caught the ball for about a 6-yard gain, but a flag came down on the sideline right in front of Green Canyon's sideline.
I think we've seen more flags in this first half than we've seen the entire season combined.
I wasn't looking when he did the signal. Did you see what that was?
I missed it. Now, in fairness, I am trying to run the scoreboard here as well. So yeah,
you're doing a good job.
I do
really
apologize. So it brings up it's like a false start.
Oh, it was declined by the Trojans.
They'll take the 4th down and 4th and 20.
They did complete the pass and gain a few, but it's 4th and I'm going to say 14.
Oh, they
completed the
pass,
did get
but
the didn't get a ton of yardage. So shout out to Morty's car wash owner, Scott Mortensen, and his sons playing football in their yard in Mountain Green and watching the game. Morty's car wash is located in South Weber, next to Maverick. Go to Heinz first, then go to Morty's, wash your car. They do a great job. They also give a certificate for our clean play of the game. Here's a punt, fielded and dropped by Shifty Brooks, and then turns ahead for 4 yards. Risky play there. So the quarterback, Dave, for the Wolves, Stevens, his dad played football for Utah State, and his mom played tennis for Utah State.
That's very cool.
Morgan takes over. First down, 10 to go on their own 39-yard line. Here's Despain, has time, dumps it off. For forward momentum, 9-yard gain. I think that was to Salmon. Nope, Lish.
Great little play there, 9-yard pickup.
About 6 minutes to go in the first half. Second down, 1 to go, ball on the 48-yard line of the Trojans.
Looks like by the end of the half, the Morgan, or the receiver should have shade.
Despain drops back, looking downfield. He's in trouble. He's running backwards. Now he's running to the side and throws the ball out of bounds. Intended for, flag on the play.
Wow.
Are we calling that intentional grounding, or what's happening?
He got it past the line of scrimmage and out of bounds.
Nope, waving the
Waving
flag
it
off.
off.
Okay, they wanted to probably just confer with each other that the ball went past the line of scrimmage. Third down, 1 yard to go. Shout out to Shannon Criddle, watching from Spokane, Washington, watching the Muley Bear, number 8, Josh Criddle. Despain under shotgun, puts a saddle on Buckway's back and rides forward for a first down.
We saw that play last week, very effective to
For
punch
2 touchdowns, right?
to punch in a touchdown on one. Led by a very strong offensive line there. Tyler Buckway, Cole Keel.
Will Fisher, Cooper McGivern. Trojans are in Wolves territory. Despain has time. Throws for the end zone over the head of Gavin Turner. Would have been a 50-yard touchdown.
A little too much mustard on that one, it looked like. I like these play clocks that they've got out here on the field. Gives you a good sense of how much time is spent between plays, and a little more convenient than looking for a hand signal from the ref.
If you would like to text in and let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, it's 801-808-2100. Buckway at center has the ball ready to snap to Despain. Second down, 10 to go. Pitch out to Lish. 5-yard gain. PA announcer had it at 3. I've got him at a 5-yard gain.
Well, the official scorekeeper on the Morgan Sports Network broadcast says 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 for the Trojans. Despain back, rolling right, tucking and running for the first down. Good run there by Nick.
Great play, good read there, good sense of the field. Didn't have an opportunity, but found a little pocket to go grab that first down.
Just under 5 minutes to go till halftime. Morgan has the ball on the Wolves' 37-yard line and a 3-point lead. 1st and 10. Turner in the slot. Gilson at receiver. Despain to Gilson, complete for a Trojan first down. 13-yard pickup there for Gilson, his first catch of the game.
That pass was a bullet. Hit Lincoln right in the hands, reeled it in, and picked up that first down.
We have headphones on, and I could hear that hit Lincoln's hands and pads there as he caught that. Little hurry-up offense here for the Trojans. Despain back, rolls right, complete to Turner at the 20. He keeps running, that never goes down, but is pushed out of bounds at the 17-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain and puts Morgan in the Mountain Green Dental Maroon zone. Handoff to Lish.
Looks like not enough to do it. A little shy.
3. No gain on that play. 3rd down, 2 or 3 yards to go here for the Trojans. They're in the Mountain Green Dental Maroon zone. Ball on the 17-yard line. Another quarterback sneak. Helmet popped off. Someone's helmet did, and the Wolves are saying it's a fumble, and let's see what the officials say. Yes, turnover. Number 89, Tate Steele, was involved in that play as well. There's a second turnover for the Trojans.
It was a huge pileup. Morgan needed to put on some pressure here to stop this, what it could be a potential drive before the close of the half.
Stevens throws. Good defensive play by Tate Nelson. Timed that perfectly and hit the ball down.
Great defensive play there. Saw that, reached out and batted it down and pushed the player out.
Shout out to Joe and John Pennington watching their grandson, number 77, Aiden Thompson from Lyman, Wyoming. Glad you're able to watch the Morgan Sports Network. 3 minutes to go until half. 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Quarterback sack by the Trojans. Number 44, Ty Wheeler.
A great play by that defensive line to come in and put that pressure on. The loss of about 7 yards.
You can see in the distance on your screens the play clock there, which is there's one in each corner, one on each end zone, so the players know the play clock, luxury that not a lot of schools have. 3rd down, flag on the play.
Looks like that was, I think, offsides on Morgan. We'll see here. Looks like that's the signal.
Yes, that's correct. Nick Despain has thrown the ball 12 times. Completed 6 of those. Here's Stevens. Pitch back to Christiansen. He's at the 10. Brought down by the Trojans. Josh Criddle at the bottom of the pile, along with Rhett Nye, the tackle guy, wearing a black arm sleeve with white stripes.
Looks like that was a timeout called on Morgan, I guess, or by Morgan.
Brings up 4th and 12. That's Morgan's first timeout of the half. Shout out to Brindley watching from Arizona. Watching Nick and Jack Despain. Also Luke. Nice to have fans of the Trojans around the country and around the globe watching the Morgan Sports Network.
We're a little short-handed tonight with this being a road game, and so I'm doing my best to keep the scoreboard in sync. Apologize, it keeps me a little quieter. I enjoy watching the game, but sometimes keeping track of that clock is a trick. We're going back and forth.
I think you're doing a fabulous job.
Appreciate it. Online scoreboard operator of the game, maybe a bacon bomb for me?
I think so. The sun is almost ready to set behind the Wellsvilles. We'll get a picture of that here at halftime. 4th down. Looks like they are going to go for this. Possibly kick. Possibly Stevens will kick, Dave.
I'm very confused at this spot in the game.
4th down and 12 to go for the Wolves. They get a timeout. Maybe tried to draw the Trojans off sides again.
And still, what does it give you? A 4th and 8 with your butt against your own end zone? It doesn't seem like a very strategic play. If Morgan gets a stop, they're going to punch that in right before the half.
Dave, do you think we could have Sam turn the camera all the way around to see the sunset? Or will it turn that far with all of our fancy cords that we have?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't test that. We could. Hey Sam, Sam, you want to give us a shot of the sunset over there? Can you do that? Can you reach? Give us a shot of that sunset.
Going to get a shot of you and I, Dave.
That's right. Well, you're going to have to move quickly because we got players coming on the field. If you're going to do it, you got to do it quick. We got players on the field.
Here he goes.
All right.
There you go.
Okay, back on the field, Sam. Let's
sunset.
go.
Here's the punt.
Let's go for the punt.
Deep to receive for the Trojans, number 16, Peyton Brooks, and number 22, Gunnar Lish. Punter is in middle of his own end zone. Snap is back. The kick is up. A good high kick. Good high spiral. Yes, that Shifty went to grab the ball and was tackled before the ball got there, so that's illegal.
Did we get a flag on that, I guess?
Of course. A lot of flags tonight. Hooked Up Plumbing is sponsoring our flags. Can I give a shout out to my family who are in Smithfield making cupcakes and watching the Trojans on the Morgan Sports Network at Becca and Vanessa's house. Amanda, my wife Melissa, daughter Macy, or Emily, sorry Em. Macy's home playing pickleball.
Oh, yeah, right where she needs to be.
She probably has the game in her earphones.
Well, now that the sun's set, it's probably a beautiful night for pickleball.
Just over 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes and 7 seconds to be exact. Morgan has the ball 1st and 10 on the 36-yard line. Here's Despain, drops back, sets up a screen, has completed, no gain on the play.
A lot of work for no yards.
That was Gilson that had the catch, but no gain. Brogan Garrett and Gavin Turner on the near side. Here's Despain. Has time. Steps into the pocket and it's dropped for a loss. Receivers were covered, had nowhere to throw it.
Brings up, looks like 3rd and about 12 there.
Got a player down on the field, Dave. Clock is rolling. No, they've stopped the clock. Official timeout. Trainer is coming on the field.
So that's number 11. Cordell Coates.
X-Balm Extreme Lip Protection, made in the USA. Get Extreme, get X-Balm, xbalm.com. Temperatures dropped a few degrees, it's still hot.
86 degrees, but with that sun down, it feels a lot better. We can see our screens now.
Can I tell you something that Daniel hooked me up with? Daniel Moudreau, our statistician extraordinaire.
What's that?
On this day in sports history, September 2nd, 2016, Morgan beat Payson 34-20. It was the Trojans' 450th win as a program. Austin Francis ran for 235 yards.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Austin Francis, the brother of Abby Francis, who just left yesterday back to Guatemala for her mission.
That's fantastic.
Came home with an injury, got back out. Good job, Ab. Sister Francis, as she's known. Thank you for that info, too, Daniel. Despain back. Again under pressure. He's rolling right, throwing deep, and it is up for grabs. Caught for a Trojan touchdown. Nick Despain to Lincoln Gilson. 38-yard touchdown.
What a fantastic play. That was a deep ball, and he was double covered to go up and grab that and bring it down.
What a play by Despain and Gilson. 38 yards.
That
What
was
an
something.
athletic play by Lincoln. Possible Morty's Car Wash clean play of the game nominee. It is a nominee for sure. Here's the extra point attempt by Turner, up and good. So with that, 1 minute and 4 seconds to go until half. Morgan 10, Green Canyon 0.
Obviously, Morgan carries a lead here as they get ready to close out this half. Of course, Green Canyon's not done. They get a chance to strike here, see if they can put something on the board. And while the 9-0 margin feels more comfortable than 3-0, this feels like a very, very close game.
It really does. We're not keeping track of the total yardage for Green Canyon, but I would have to say their all-purpose yards are quite low, actually. So we'll see. Morgan's moved the ball well and looks good. They have this Green Canyon team's tough. Can I give you another little nugget on this day in sports history in Morgan?
Yes, please.
2011, Morgan beat Wasatch 41-10. Bridger Anderson carried the ball 16 times for 159 yards.
Great job, Bridger.
Great job, Daniel, for
Finding the stats.
Hey, now this one I think the Trojan fans across the country and across the Morgan West Stake will appreciate. In 1983, Morgan beat Uinta 24-6 under the leadership of quarterback Darren Murdoch, who threw for 210 yards.
That is an impressive game, and I wish we could watch that one back on Morgan Sports Network.
Oh, that's gold. We'll have to see if we can get the film.
1983. Did they have video back then?
Well, it's black and white, and there may not be sound, but I think they did.
Is that when they wore the leather helmets?
It was in the early days. It was a 7-man football. Here's the kick, fielded at the 2-yard line. Met immediately by Ty Wheeler. Ty Wheeler is having a monstrous defensive game tonight.
He really is.
And he's quick as a cat.
He is fast and powerful, and when he gets his arms around those players, they don't have anywhere to go.
Ty Wheeler is quick as a cat and strong as an ox. What do you get when you mix a cat and an ox? I'm making this up as I go, an ox cat. Possible nickname?
You get Ty Wheeler.
Write it down, mark the tape. 57 seconds to go in the first half. Handoff. Tackled by Aiden Thompson.
Looks like he picked up a few yards there, maybe 2 or 3. Expect Green Canyon to take a strike here. Their quarterback definitely has the range, and their receivers have the speed, so our corners will have to be careful.
30 seconds to go until halftime. Handoff up the middle. Tackle by Sean Moore. SPF 41 with the tackle there, assisted by Thompson. 3rd down, 10 yards to go. This could be the final play of the half. 7 seconds, 6, 5.
So they're going to let it burn.
That's the end of the first half. Morgan 10, Green Canyon 0. We will bring you any halftime entertainment that is offered here at Green Canyon. The Morgan cheer team is there on the sideline cheering on the Morgan crowd who has come up to Cache Valley. I'm going to give you a small history lesson on the history of Cache Valley during halftime at some point. I know you're excited.
I'm looking forward to it.
Little reset a little bit on quarterback Nick Despain. He threw the ball 14 times, had 1 interception, his first interception of the season. And he completed 8 of those passes. So Nick was 8 of 14. I'll get his yardage total here in a moment. He was sacked a few times in that first half. Gunnar Lish ran the ball 7 times. Morgan picked up 5 penalties in that first half for 40 yards.
And a couple of those were 15-yarders.
We'll pause momentarily while we have a performance by the cheer team. We'll be back in a few minutes.
So our goal has always been 100% customer satisfaction. We take care of every customer. Doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago that we installed them or yesterday, we will go warrant their system. That's really unique because in our industry, there's not a lot of people that can say they do that. We're also unique because we do the whole thing. We control the sales, we control the engineering, the install, the warranty, it all happens in-house. So we don't have any third parties we have to worry about with our customers. Utah customers love the idea of a virtual power plant. The partnership between ES Solar and WattSmart and Sonnen, ES Solar does a really good job of explaining to them the benefits that the power grid's going to get from this, the benefit to them and the benefit to Rocky Mountain Power. There's not too many things out there you can do that benefit everyone like that. It's truly unique and customers in Utah love it.
Procrastinating preventive maintenance? No need. At Jiffy Lube, our highly trained technicians make car care make sense, so you can avoid being in a pickle.
And we're back. It's about 3 minutes before the start of the second half. A couple of interesting stats from the first half. At least I find them interesting. Quarterback Nick Despain for the Trojans was 8 of 14 for 127 yards. Had one touchdown pass of 38 yards to Lincoln Gilson. Also threw his first interception of the season.
Yeah, that interception was tough. It hit one of the Trojans in, I think it was in the hands or the shoulder or somewhere, and then went on a high pop fly into the air, and was one of those pickoffs that as a DB you dream of, and turned around and ran it back a little bit.
The Trojans also had a fumble down in the maroon zone. They pushed forward at a quarterback sneak, and the ball snuck out and recovered by the Wolves.
Yeah, I think this is the most pressure Morgan has seen this year from a defense, and I think Green Canyon is making some plans to come out and really get after this game. I think Morgan in the first half of the first quarter was moving a little slower than they were in the back half of that first half, and I think that momentum hopefully will carry forward into the second half.
Most of Morgan's offense came through the air. Rushing yardage was under 50 yards. Gunnar Lish carried the ball 7 times for around 20 yards, maybe 25. Quarterback, as you mentioned, Dave, Nick, was sacked a couple of times in the first half for some losses. 5 penalties for the Trojans in the first half, 3 for the Wolves. A couple of flags that were thrown and then waved off. So.
Yeah, it felt like there were a lot of flags. As we talked before, we've actually not had that many penalties this year, certainly not very many personal fouls, and here we are. I think these teams are playing aggressively, so we'll probably see some more of those penalties in the second half.
Recap on Nick Despain and Gavin Turner for the first 3 games of the season. Despain, not including today's game, completed 54 of 88 passes for 57%, 719 yards, averaging 13 yards per throw, has 7 passing touchdowns, 8 counting today, and 3 rushing touchdowns, while Gavin Turner has caught 19 passes for 337 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Pretty impressive.
I want to talk a little bit about some of the other sports that are happening right now at Morgan. We have the mountain bike team, which if you think the football team's big, forget about it. The mountain bike team, that's where the numbers are. 91 riders on the high school mountain bike team, 63 on the development team, which is 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah, a very passionate and dedicated group. They travel far for their races, and they work hard and in preparation for these all year long, and they only get a few races.
That's correct. And the last race, which was last Saturday, was won. The varsity race was won under the males race. Boys, Peyton Norman, a senior at Morgan High, took first place. Congratulations, Peyton.
That's fantastic.
The top rider on the girls' squad is Ashley Hogue. She's a sophomore.
We had a number of youth in my neighborhood that competed and did quite well. And we look forward to seeing them. I think next Saturday they will be competing at Snow Basin.
You are correct. Shout out to the Lady Trojans soccer team. They are 7-2, 2-0 in region. They beat South Summit, which is in region for girls soccer, and Grantsville. Grantsville's game that they won last week, they scored 12 goals, which is a new record against Grantsville. The previous record was 11 goals, which was set in 2001. Thank you to Daniel Mudreau for that little tidbit and nugget.
Wow, that's an impressive feat.
The seniors on the Lady Trojan soccer team are number 5, Breckley Charlton, number 6, Jada Jones, and number 12, Kirsten Barney.
Kirsten, a good friend of my daughter's. I've gotten to know her quite well over the years.
She's also works at Heinz. She's a Heinzite.
She does work at Heinz, very dedicated to her craft.
It's interesting looking at the girls' soccer schedule. They've played 9 games. They only have 6 more until the playoffs.
And they just got out of preseason.
They did, yeah, so it happens fast.
Yes, indeed.
So we're about to start the second half. Green Canyon will receive. They deferred.
Are you a little surprised at the end of that second half? I know they were deep into their own territory, but are you surprised that Green Canyon didn't try and take a strike?
Yeah, I'm surprised. They have the manpower. They are missing one of their top players, who unfortunately had a season-ending injury. Stewart, sad to see. Wish he could have been here playing in today's game.
It's always disappointing when these young men who work so hard to get to this moment lose a season due to an injury.
His mom is the athletic director and has been very kind to us in setting us up with internet and place to broadcast from. Green Canyon has been very accommodating to us, so
yeah,
thank you to them.
Very grateful for their accommodation. It allows us to have a good, clean broadcast tonight and comfortable environment as well.
Gavin's kick went through the end zone for a touchback, where Green Canyon will take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. I trust we forgot our lamps, Dave, so I will not be able to see my papers here in a minute. We'll be winging it. It's okay. Handoff. Tackle by the Trojans immediately for no gain. Jaron Ball on the bottom of the pile. In case you missed it, on this day in sports history in 2005, Morgan beat Evanston 36-26. Mike Rose carried the ball 12 times for 61 yards and 1 touchdown. Thank you, Daniel Moudreau, for that nugget.
We don't play Evanston anymore, do we?
No. Too bad, because they're pretty close. Here's a pass, incomplete. Stevens slipped past the Muley Bear somehow. He had his claws out there, but couldn't grab a hold of the quarterback. Pass was thrown incomplete. 3rd down, 10 yards to go.
This is exactly how Morgan wanted to start off this second half, with some good defensive pressure. We'll see if Green Canyon can make some progress here on this, what would seem to be a pretty important 3rd down to establish some momentum in the second half.
3rd down, 10 yards to go for the Wolves. We're at the start of the second half. Stevens back, sets his feet, slips through the pocket, runs it, dropped by number 41, Sean Moore, SPF 41.
Great play by
tackle.
Sean. They got the quarterback got a second chance there, and the Trojans were good to pull him down.
Love SPF 41, this Sean protection factor, protecting Morgan's end zone since 2021. Shifty Brooks will return the kick for the Trojans. He's down on his own 40-yard line. The punter is standing on his 10-yard line. Ball is on the 24-yard line. High snap, has to jump up to get it, gets the kick away. High kick going towards Morgan's sideline. Nope, kind of bounces near that far hash and falls dead. At the Trojans 40, no, at the Green Canyon 48-yard line. Morgan in Green Canyon territory. I think my favorite this day in history that Daniel gave us was 1983, when quarterback Darren Murdoch passed for 210 yards to beat Uinta.
We'll need to ask him about that game, get some details.
Handoff to Lish. No gain on the play. He won't go down.
Doesn't want to, does he?
No. His forward momentum took him for 1 yard.
Play through the whistle. That's what he's heard since he was in 2nd grade, and he did that today.
Yes, he did. Lish is getting most of the running duties today. It's kind of split between Salmon and Lish. Brogan Garrett on this near side. Despain steps into the pocket, rolls right, dumps it off, complete for a Trojan 1st down. 10-yard gain there for the Trojans. Pass was complete to Lincoln Gilson.
What a great route there by Lincoln. And a great throw by Nick. I thought he was going to turn that into a run, but instead found Lincoln with a just a sliver of room. Got the pass in there, picked up some yards, and a first down.
Ball on the 36-yard line of the Wolves to Spain. Handoff. Lish. No gain on the play.
So there's a flag.
Flag was thrown right near the line.
Assume that to be maybe a holding call.
Personal foul on the Trojans. Wow. Big one. 15-yard penalty there. Well, that puts the ball clear back into Trojan territory. 49-yard line, 15-yard penalty for the Trojans. Their second 15-yard penalty of the game.
Second and 25.
The other one came in the second quarter on a face mask penalty. Second down, 25 yards to go for the Trojans. Pass out complete to Turner, and he's sacked immediately by number 23. And he is excited about it. That's a tackle for loss. 2-yard loss there.
He's a 3rd and 100 miles.
That's the first negative yard receiving that Turner has had all season. Now we're dealing with 3rd down from the dirt spot. 3rd and 25 for the Trojans. Little breeze has picked up. Turner in the slot. Despain rolls right, has time, all kinds of time. Lets it fly, complete to Gilson. At the 20, breaks a couple tackles, spin move, close to a first down, Lincoln Gilson.
See where they spot that.
That was a 27-yard pass completion to Spain to Gilson. Gilson fought for those extra yards.
What a beautiful play there.
Well, they're only giving him 26, so it's 4th and 1. That was close. 4th down and 1, ball on the 27-yard line. Morgan tries to draw them off sides, does not work. Gets some instructions from Coach Millward and Coach Barlow. Play clock down to 10. Crowd making some extra noise here. Timeout, Morgan.
Probably the right thing to do to call that timeout to allow the offense to restructure and figure out what's going on. Sometimes those timeouts, though, can be quite expensive to call this early in the half.
Yes, that's so true. Dave, ES Solar is Utah's largest and best solar electric contractor. Get part approved and partnered with Rocky Mountain Power with Watt Smart battery rebates. This isn't solar of old. It's a virtual power plant with battery backup. Contact Zach Randall for a quote today. Zach at essolar.com. ZACH at essolar.com. Zach is sponsoring our extra points, which we appreciate. He's got 1 today. Here's a quarterback sneak, flag on the play. Looks like a first down. False start on the Trojans. Costly 5 there.
Morgan looking to put some energy into that, and it cost him there.
4th and 6 now for Morgan. Ball on the 32-yard line of the Wolves. Number 53, Cooper McGivern, is there on the line, doing a great job tonight. Lincoln Gilson on this near side with Turner in the slot. Brogan Garrett on the far side. Lish on Despain's left hip. Here's Despain, drops back under heavy pressure, gets the pass away, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Good defensive play by the Wolves there.
Yeah, it really was, and that's a stop that they needed.
Morty's Car Wash is located in South Weber by Maverick. Morty's is owned and operated by Morgan County resident Scott Mortensen. Morty's has the latest technology and equipment, soft touch or touchless bays, as well as large self-serve bays. I've seen large RVs in there, big trucks, motorcycles, and everything else. Unlimited passes, gift cards, and fleet account options available. Get Morty's, get clean. Morty's sponsors our clean play of the game, where we will choose a player who will receive a certificate from Morty's for a free car wash. Lincoln Gilson's in the running for that. Pass incomplete.
Little dump pass, trying to pick up a few yards on that first down to make it a little easier, but incomplete there, just thrown a little bit in front of the receiver.
Jiffy Lube is locally owned and operated with locations in South Ogden and on Riverdale Road. Jiffy Lube is fast and convenient for oil changes, tires, brakes, and more. Jiffy Lube. Second down, 10 to go. Handoff. No gain on the play. Well, the runner's still going. There's the whistle. Bottom of the pile, Jaron Ball and Rhett Nye, the tackle guy.
The tackle guy. Looks like they picked up about a half a yard or a yard there.
Yeah, third down and 9, 8 or 9 to go here. We're in the third quarter, Morgan up 10-0. We're in Cache Valley at Green Canyon High School, established in 2017. Morgan established in 1911.
That's better.
Here's a quarterback sack by the Trojans. The Muley Bear. There's a bunch of handkerchiefs flying in here. Number 41, Sean Moore, was on the bottom of the pile as well. Personal foul on the Wolves. Things are getting a little chippy there.
Seems like it. Again, a lot of intensity, and you know, at this point, even though it's 10-0, the Wolves are right in it. But they know that if they don't get a stop, then they're going to have this game go upside down.
Peyton Brooks is deep to receive the punt for Morgan. He's standing on the Trojan 40-yard line. The ball is on the 16-yard line of Green Canyon. Gunnar Lish on the 40-yard line. Peyton moves up to the 50. It's a little breeze coming towards the kicker. Punt is up and high through the lights. Morgan clearing out. Ball comes to rest on the eyebrow of the wolf that's on the field. On the 47-yard line, where Morgan will take over 1st and 10. Robinson Waste Services has been proudly serving Morgan, Davis, and Weber counties for over 30 years with comprehensive residential, commercial, and industrial waste and recycling. Contact Robinson Waste today for all of your waste and recycling needs. RobinsonWasteServices.com. Personal foul on the Trojans, 15-yarder. Wow. I didn't see it.
I didn't see that either. It brings the chains back, so it still leaves them in 1st and 10 territory.
Ball on the 33-yard line for the Trojans. Here's Despain, hands it off. No gain on the play. Was that Salmon?
No, it looks like he picked up a few yards.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. 3-yard gain. Was that Lish that ran that?
It's on the far side of that field, and I couldn't see the number.
Couldn't see it either. Another handoff and a tackle for loss there.
Loss of about 5 yards there.
Third and 10 for the Trojans. Play clock at 12 in the third quarter. Here's Despain. Steps into the pocket, throws, complete over the middle. His receiver's at the 50, cuts across, breaks a tackle, gets a block. Lincoln Gilson having a fantastic game today for a Trojan first down.
What a great run there after the play, getting the defense off balance, getting them to slip and have their feet come out from underneath them and pick them up some extra yards at the end of that great catch. Great pass by number 2, Nick Despain.
Picked up 17 on the play, got a block from Turner. That block was sponsored by Northern Utah Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunblock. And if you're on defense, watch out for SPF 41. First and 10 for the Trojans in Wolf territory. They're on the nose of the Wolf right now on the field. Here's Despain. Rolls right, has some time, throws. Incomplete. Intended for... can't tell. I don't know if I'm losing my sight here.
Is that
Dave?
number 5, Lincoln Gilson?
Intended for Lincoln. First incomplete pass of the half for the Trojans. Second and 10. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Morgan up 10-0. They've really dominated time of possession and have a lot of yards in this game, most coming through the air. Had a couple of negative runs. Here's a pass over the head of Brogan Garrett.
Brings up 3rd and 10. Let's see what the Trojans have up their sleeve here as they sit on midfield.
Despain has Lish behind him. He drops back to pass. Rolls left, throws across the middle, dropped. Incomplete. Into the hands of the intended receiver, slipped out.
Bringing up 4th down for the Trojans from about midfield. I think they're going to give it up.
Shout out to number 50, Isaiah Henselwood, who helps protect Nick Despain, the quarterback in there. He's a sophomore. It's a great lineman for the Trojans, a starter. He's had a good season so far.
And got a lot of good years in front of him as well.
Gavin Turner will kick for the Trojans, standing on his own 39-yard line. 2 receivers to receive at the 5 for Green Canyon. Five-yard penalty for Morgan here. Was that false start, Dave?
You know, I didn't catch what the flag was there.
I think it was, but delay of game. Okay.
Okay. Missed the clock. Guess that's the disadvantage of those fancy clocks, right? Can't get away with it.
No. 3-foot-tall red numbers. Don't lie. Kick is away and will be fielded at the 20-yard line. And he is met first. Is the ball out? Or was it? No.
It looked like
runner. They're calling it Green Canyon ball, but
it looked like it.
Peyton Brooks came up with the ball.
Yeah, it looks like Shifty did pick up the ball, but I think they're calling the player down before that. Before the ball popped out.
Titan Willis was the first man on scene.
Yeah, great play there by the Morgan defense to come up on the ball carrier there and not let him get an inch, and nearly caused a turnover.
This is right how we started the second half with the Green Canyon 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Passes almost intercepted by Jaron Ball. Popped it up and went to grab it, and the defender hit it out of his hands. We have a new quarterback in Dave, for Green Canyon.
It's interesting. I wonder why the change.
Peyton Johnson, number 7, is in at quarterback. Here's Johnson, drops back, sets up a screen, incomplete.
Brings up 3rd and 10. Again, the Wolves trying to just grab a foothold onto some momentum here in this second half, knowing they need to get on the board and also prevent Morgan from going a little deeper than they have.
4 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Game not in hand yet for the Trojans. Here's Johnson, drops back. He's looking deep, steps into the pocket. He's in trouble, and he is dropped by Ty Wheeler.
Wheeler.
He's quick as a cat and strong as an ox. He's an ox cat.
Okay, he's fast, and his last name is Wheeler. Seems like we should be able to do something there, but we'll call him Oxcat.
It just, sometimes stuff comes to you. You just roll with it.
The Oxcat.
Have you seen his arms lately?
That's all I do
My
see when he
gosh.
walks by.
Scary. He's really bulked up and a heck of a player.
He really is.
Punt here. Punter in right at the goal line, one step into the end zone. See if Morgan gives some pressure here. Watch Sean Moore. Punt is away. High kick. Fair catch called for and fielded cleanly by Peyton Brooks at the 46-yard line. Oakland Construction is one of our sponsors. Ride Alsh Electric. Golden West Credit Union. All game, all season, all the time. Golden West Credit Union is with the Trojans every step of the way. Golden West Credit Union, they'll take care of you. Morgan with the ball on the Wolves' 46-yard line. Despain back. Throws across, complete to Lincoln Gilson. Spins ahead for a Trojan, what looks to be a first down.
Yeah, we'll see where they spot that ball. It's going to be right on the line. It looks like he's just in front of that marker.
Nope, they gave it to him. No, yes, they did. Lincoln Gilson is quickly becoming Nick's favorite target this game. Handoff to Lish, breaks a tackle. Flag flies in, and Lish picks up a first down. Flag pending.
Lish found a great hole there created by that offensive line, gave him a gap, and he just shot right down it. We'll see what the call here is.
Holding on the Trojans, a spot foul 10 yards from the spot, which was right at the line of scrimmage. So that one hurts.
Brings up 2nd and probably about 20, I'd guess.
That negates a first down. That's the Trojans' 5th penalty this quarter. And they've all been big. 2 15-yarders, a 10, and 2 5s. First down and 20. Handoff again. That was Jet Salmon with the carry that time. 6-yard gain. Number 24, Jet Salmon, a sophomore. Despain back to pass. Looks down. Pass complete to the Muley Bear. Bulldozes a couple of guys and gets to the 30-yard line. To the 31-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and about 6.
The Trojans are looking to the sideline. Coach Millward and Coach Barlow. The coaches are wearing their black golf shirts today. Gray or black pants. Trojans are in their all white uniforms trimmed in maroon. Here's Despain, rolls right, throws right, complete to Gavin Turner for a Trojan first down.
That was a well-designed play.
10-yard gain there for Turner and the Trojans.
Rolled right on out, picked up that first down, and sets the Trojans up for a fresh set.
1 minute, just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's a handoff to Salmon. Couple yard gain on the play. The Trojans have thrown the ball 24 times tonight and run the ball 20 times. Second and 8 for Morgan. Flag.
The flag.
Wow. That's on the defense. There's encroachment there on the defense. So that changes it. That changes things. Now Morgan is in the Mountain Green Dental Maroon zone. Second and short. Despain in trouble. Slips a tackle. Gets rid of it. Out of bounds.
Third and 3.
Ball on the 17-yard line. Temperatures drop. There's a slight breeze. Very slight. Shouldn't affect the play at all. Under 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Morgan in the maroon zone. Here's Despain. Rolls left. Throws left to the end zone. Has Gilson there, and he makes the catch on the half-yard line. What a play, Lincoln Gilson. Nick Despain.
Well done, Lincoln. A great route to be right there at the pylon. A little bit of a comeback, and hopefully sets up the Trojans to just be able to punch it in here.
First and goal for the Trojans on the half-yard line. Here's Despain in shotgun. Handoff to Ty Wheeler, and he is stopped. Small loss on the play. Second and goal from the 2.
See if they decide to let the quarter burn out here.
Isaiah Henselwood is in, and Criddle, that should do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Morgan 10, Green Canyon 0. I'd like to take just a moment and talk a little bit about the Morgan Sports Network, and Dave, feel free to chime in here. We set up this network to highlight the student athletes at Morgan High as well as the teams that they're competing against. We provide free live streaming of the Morgan games. We try to do some away games. We're away today. We try to do all the home games. We've done some JV and freshman football, volleyball, boys and girls basketball, boys soccer, girls soccer, some games. We did a baseball game.
Some wrestling.
Last year, wrestling. If you feel inclined and would like to donate to the Morgan Sports Network, we invite you to find us on Venmo at Morgan Sports Network. Our QR code is on your screen. You can scan that with your phone and it will take you to our Venmo account. We use the money for our equipment and to pay our students that work for us. We have Sam Halls on our camera tonight. He's doing a great job. We have Austin Barlow producing. Dylan Despain is here helping as well. We have other students that help, and we'd love to pay them a little bit and continue to provide a good broadcast, Dave.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but I think it's worth it. I love watching the viewership stats jump after a game when we know the players get a chance to go home and watch the game from a different point of view.
First and goal from the 2 for the Trojans. Here's Despain, rolls right, is looking into the end zone, throw to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans. Nick Despain to Gavin Turner. You've heard it before, you'll hear it again. 2-yard touchdown.
Do we give half of that touchdown to Lincoln since he got it within an inch?
I think so.
Will Gavin share half of that?
Well, I'm just kind of leaning towards Lincoln as one of our players of the game, possibly a bacon bomb coming his way. Maybe he'll give Gavin a piece of bacon. Bingham's Custom Meats. Here's Gavin now. He just scored a touchdown. Let's see if he can add one. Kick is up and good. The holder was Tate Nilsson. And with that, we're in the fourth quarter. Morgan 17, Green Canyon 0, and a flag has come out. Surprise, surprise.
Are the players a little aggressive tonight, or the refs?
I don't know. Something's going on down here. The ref was not happy. He unsportsmanlike conduct on the Trojans. Or was that on the Trojans?
I believe that was on Green Canyon.
Well, he pointed this way. So we're going that way.
We're going that way, so I assume
So Morgan. Well, start off the fourth quarter with a touchdown. That was on the Trojans, which will bring the ball. Instead of Gavin kicking from the 40, he's going to kick from the 25. I'm running out of places to write down these penalties.
have to bring a new book next time. So we've taken 5 seconds off the clock in that second quarter, but it feels, our fourth quarter, but it feels like we've been here a lot longer than that.
It's 11 penalties on the Trojans. I'll tell you how many yards they were for. 5, 5, 5, 15, 5, 15, 5, 15, 5, 10, 15. What's the math? Do the math.
Yeah, about a football field in penalties.
Yes. Anyway, if you would like to donate to the Morgan Sports Network, we would appreciate it. You can scan the QR code on your screen or find us on Venmo at Morgan Sports Network. You'll see our logo. We're getting some new merchandise in, some hats and shirts, and we'll offer those up for sale as well. Gavin will kick from the 25. It's 15 yards deeper than we're used to. Gets a low kick, a line drive over the head and through the end zone for a touchback. Good play there by Gavin.
A great kick, not giving Green Canyon a chance to make a slip down the field.
Looks like number 7 again is in for Green Canyon at quarterback, Peyton Johnson. He has Gavin Christiansen behind him.
Student section not losing their steam here.
Nice pass across the middle, complete for a 17-yard gain. Pass caught by number 23.
That was a great pass, a great route there, and sets up the Wolves to make a drive forward.
Number 23, Titan Willis, is in at linebacker for the Trojans. Here's a play, a pass, complete. Tackle made by Zach Nelson.
And
Flag on the play. Helmet went flying. Number 58's helmet came off.
See what the call is here.
Personal foul on Green Canyon this time. At the conclusion of today's game, we will choose a most outstanding player who will receive a certificate for a bacon bomb from Bingham's Custom Meats. They're located in Morgan. Bingham's bacon bombs are loaded with flavor, 12 different varieties to choose from. It's meat wrapped in bacon. You cannot go wrong with these bacon bombs. Previous winners were Ty Wheeler, Nick Despain, and Rhett Nye, the tackle guy. We will also choose a Morgan Sports Network outstanding player from each team. They will receive a certificate from the Morgan Sports Network. Previous winners, Sean Moore, Gavin Turner, and Zach Nelson. Here's a handoff around the side, out of bounds. Driven out of bounds by Tate Nilsson. Morty's Car Wash is sponsoring our clean play or highlight of the game. They will receive a certificate for Morty's Car Wash for a free car wash. They're located in South Weber by Maverick. Previous winners include Jimmy Savage, Zach Sargent, and Gunnar Lish. Third down from the dirt spot for the Wolves. And they'll take a timeout.
Was that called by the Wolves or the Trojans?
That was called by the Wolves. Coaches were right there to get the timeout. I know it's early and there's still almost 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, but Dave, have you had any initial thoughts about who we want to consider for these certificates for players of the game?
I really like Lincoln Gilson. I think he's done a great job. He's been given a number of key receptions and opportunities for receptions, and he's really stepped up and delivered. Some of those routes that he ran, he didn't have much more than a whisker of room, and made the catch and picked up some yards after.
I agree with everything you've just said. He's had a great game so far. He's either, I just used my calculator, but I think I hit a wrong number. Does he have 1,400 yards this game?
If he does, he's getting all three slots for our players of the game.
Here's a Tate Steele with a quarterback sack. Quarterback gets the ball away, but I think he was in the grasp. We'll see. That's Tate Steele, the man of steel, number 89.
A great defensive play there, not giving up, and see what they did there.
Looks like they gave him the incomplete pass.
Why not?
Fourth down, 23 yards to go. Yeah, I'll need to re-add that for Lincoln when I have a minute free, but he has over 100 yards receiving and 1 touchdown, and almost another one just outside of the end zone. Peyton Brooks back to receive the punt. He's on his own 40-yard line. Gunnar Lish. Here's a really high kick. Hits right at the 49-yard line and goes out of bounds at the 43. That kick was coming right towards us.
It really was. You know, put a lot of muscle on that ball, but send it upwards rather than downfield.
Don't give up on me on getting Lincoln's passing yards today.
No, I think just round it up to 1,500 yards.
Okay.
And give him his 3 awards.
Well, I can't see. I need to use the light you just gave me so I can see what I'm adding up here.
There you go.
Thank you. Despain in, quarterback. 10:04 to go in the fourth quarter. Will Fisher, number 54, is on the offensive line for the Trojans. He's one of my neighbors.
Trojans setting up here in a stack formation.
Number 59 came in, and we have a timeout.
So called by
Cole Keel came in, timeout Trojans. Okay, now I'm going to make an attempt to add up how many yards Lincoln Gilson has, okay?
Yes.
So you can just keep the fans entertained with some of your titillating stories while I add this up.
So my top story this evening is random fans from the crowd attempting to airdrop me random photos.
Have you accepted
I haven't. I know that I have an option to turn that off, to not accept from strangers.
I've received multiple requests as well.
I am tempted to accept, but at the same time, I'm a little afraid of what I'll receive. So
Okay, I've got Lincoln's approximate yardage tonight at 130 receiving yards thus far.
Nah, it seems low. I'm going to go with 1,500.
And he has caught 7 passes. He's putting up Gavin Turner-like numbers.
What a great night.
Despain throws the ball across the field to Lincoln Gilson. Well, add another 2 yards to that total, Dave.
I did 2nd and 7, so I'm
I'd
adding
given
3.
him 3. I'm with. I hear you. 2nd and 7 for the Trojans. Pitch back to Lish. Dodges a couple tackles and is tackled out of bounds. Right at the Trojan bench. Trojans have a robust sideline with 86 players on the varsity team. No gain on the play.
Third and 8 for the Trojans.
Maybe lost one there. Sorry, Dave. Here's Despain back, looking. He's in the pocket. He's in trouble. No, he rolls out and runs out of bounds. Gained a few yards.
Brings up a 4th down and looks like probably about 5 yards to go.
Looks like Turner will punt the ball away from Morgan. We appreciate the sponsors of the Morgan Sports Network: Academy Mortgage, Brett Mills, Benjamin Brown with Cornerstone Real Estate, Northern Utah Dermatology, Dr. Daniel Hansen, Bingham's Custom Meats, Hooked Up Plumbing, Heinz Country Store and Heinz Automotive, Wardell Brothers Construction. Timeout here for Green Canyon. Gardner Development, STF Electric, CSI, Mountain Green Dental, K&L Acoustic and Drywall, X-Bomb Lip Protection, ES Solar, Zach Randall, Morty's Car Wash, Robinson Waste Management, Jiffy Lube with locations in South Ogden on Riverdale Road, Shirts to a T, Golden West Credit Union, Randall Brothers Construction, Roger and Ryan Randall, Morgan High alums. They sponsor our Randall's reception. Their nephew, Nick Despain, whose middle name is Randall, is the quarterback for the Trojans. Thoughts on that, Dave?
Well, I love the quarterback legacy in the Randall / Despain genealogy, and I think we've got the best one yet to come. A little 4th grader.
Chunk is definitely the best athlete in the Despain family. Sorry, Mike. I know you were a college athlete. Quick kick there by Gavin Turner. Ball is fielded at the 9-yard line. Quick pursuit and tackle there by number 7, Jimmy Savage.
He came down like a bullet.
He did. Wow, he's quick. I thought he might let that go into the end zone.
Yeah. Like that tackle there, that open field tackle by Jimmy. He's got impressive speed and used it well there.
Can I give you a couple little nuggets as to why this valley is called Cache Valley?
I'm assuming it's somebody's last name. That's just a guess.
It actually resulted from fur trappers who cached their furs and supplies in the valley during the explorations of the valley in the early 1800s.
I wasn't close.
Here's a pass by quarterback. Blocked it. Blocked by Morgan. Was that Jerem Ball? Yes, number 20. Jerem Ball got the block there. So before that time, Dave, the Shoshone Indians frequented this area. Then Brigham Young sent settlers to Cache Valley in 1855 when a group with Bryant Stringham drove cattle in the valley in July at Hawk Spring. Because of that harsh winter, they went back to Salt Lake. Have you been here in the winter?
I have. I mostly think about the inversions.
It is harsh. So They reset and sent Peter Mon here in 1856 to build Mon's Fort, which later became the city of Wellsville. Then the other towns and settlements came in and arrived after that. With the expansion of the railroad in 1873, it opened up new markets and agricultural products in the valley. And then the founding of Utah State University in 1988 changed Cache Valley. Here's quarterback rolling, throwing, incomplete. Coverage there by Farley. There's your history lesson for the day.
I like it.
At our next home game, I'm going to give you a little history of the M on the mountain in Morgan. Little teaser.
There's some in my community who have suggested a big E back behind our neighborhood for Enterprise. But I said I'd only be willing to participate in helping if it was 2 or 3 times the size of the M.
Have you hiked to the M and seen the size of the M in person?
You know, it is huge. It looks a lot smaller than it is. And the hike looks a lot smaller than it is.
Oh, it's a lung burner. Straight up. Is it just me, or is there another flag? Yes, delay a game. Under 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Morgan up 17-0. Morgan's scores came in the first half with a field goal from Gavin Turner for 31 yards, then a touchdown pass to Lincoln Gilson, a 38-yard strike. And they scored again on a touchdown from Despain to Turner. Turner kicked both extra points. Punt was high but not deep. Morgan will take over in the Wolves' territory.
Yeah, a little bit of a struggle on the punt tonight, just not getting the distance. Also, some unlucky bounces as well, where the Green Canyon punts have gone down and come straight back towards the kicker.
Student section has not left. They're still here. They're supporting their team. It's good to see. We'll get into the schedule at the next break as some upcoming broadcasts that we have. Despain has an empty backfield. Ball is on the 36-yard line. Despain back. Pass. Complete. Clock will run. Pass was complete to Brogan Garrett, number 14.
Brings up second and about 5 to go, it looks like.
If you feel inclined to donate to the Morgan Sports Network, you can scan the QR code on the top right of your screen. Despain back, he's at his 40. Complete to Josh Criddle. Over the middle, mows over a guy, mows over another guy. Down to the 15-yard line, the Muley Bear. He's got the speed of a deer, the strength of a bear, and the hair of a Greek god.
What a great play. I just don't know that people anticipate the speed that comes with the size. And as he starts moving down that field, he's very hard to stop.
Approximately a 15-yard gain there for the Muley Bear. Here's a strange formation for the Trojans, Dave.
Yeah, they got grapes over on the side.
Flag on the play. Pass complete. The pass was complete to Gilson, I think. False start on the Trojans. I'm on to a new line here for the fourth quarter penalties.
We should just get like a dedicated penalty book when we come to Logan, I guess.
I've not seen that formation from the Trojans before, have you?
I don't think I have.
What do you think that one's called? I need to look at Nick's wristband.
It's called "We're Not Going to Do That Back to Back."
First and 15. Despain rolls right, throws right, complete. Down to the 15-yard line to Turner. 10-yard gain. Turner has a touchdown and 2 extra points, bringing his scoring total to 8. Just over 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Despain drops back, throws deep to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete, intended for Turner. Timing pattern there.
That's right. It was actually a really good route. He had his guy a few inches between him. The pass was just a little too far.
That was the 32nd pass of the game for the Trojans.
That's the kind of game that Mike would appreciate.
Yeah, for sure. Nick in the first half was 8 of 14 for 127 yards and 1 touchdown, did have an interception. Here he is, he's in trouble. He's being chased, he's going backwards. Gets the ball thrown out of bounds. He's thrown the ball away a couple times today, Dave.
That number 55, what's his name there on my roster? Nick's a fast kid. And that young man, number 55, he's a big kid and very fast.
Will Wheatley.
Will Wheatley. Did you see the speed he had?
He did. He was really closing in. And Nick is one of the top 5 fastest players on the Trojan roster, along with Zach Nilsson, Gavin Turner, and Brogan Garrett. 4th down, 7 yards to go for the Trojans. Ball on the 14-yard line. Here's to Spain. Throws to the corner of the end zone. Up for grabs and incomplete.
Great coverage there by the defense. The contact was close, but I think it looked like a fair play, and brings up a turnover on downs.
That turnover on downs and change of possession is brought to you by Hines Automotive. Change your tires, change your oil, change your life. Hines Automotive. We invite you tomorrow to go to Hines, take exit 96 in Peterson, go west till you see Hines, tell them the score of the game, and you will be able to get a free ice cream cone.
I like it.
Possibly mention the Morgan Sports Network. Morgan getting the right personnel on the field just in the nick of time. Here's the snap back, pass complete.
Oh, big hit.
Knocked out of bounds by Ty Wheeler. Assisted by Quentin Farley.
It's like 2nd and about 5 yards to go. So who else are you thinking about tonight as we consider our players of the game?
Joe Correa has entered the game for the Trojans on the line along with Tate Steele. That's a really good question. I mean, we have to say that number 5, Lincoln Gilson, is in the running for one of our 3 certificates that are up for grabs. Pass complete. Tackled for a loss there by the Trojans. Jaron Ball with the tackle.
Is that Jaron Ball or was that Zach?
Oh, was that Zach Sargent
or
as well?
Zach Nelson, I thought. Maybe
Zach Sargent
I
was
misread
involved too, so maybe we'll split it 3 ways.
I maybe didn't see it correctly.
I have to look to the defense, a defensive player with the current shutout going on, as one of our players of the game.
I like Ty Wheeler as well. I think he's had some great tackles, great speed,
Yes,
punishing the offense in the backfield.
He's had a great game. Here's a quarterback dropping, throwing deep over the middle, and incomplete, broken up by number 3, Zach Nilsson. 2 receivers in the vicinity.
Brings up a 4th down for Green Canyon. Situation I'm sure they're not happy about. Looking for a drive to get on the board tonight. Back to punt.
Punt is high and right into the middle of the field. Takes a Green Canyon bounce. Fielded by Lish. Cuts back. Runs back towards the sideline. Dangerous punt to field, but he did it and picked up a couple yards.
You know, as you watch as you watch these punt returners, you'll note that they get a little bit more aggressive and a little willing to take a little bit more risk later in the game when they have a little bit of margin.
Yeah, that was close to a block in the back there, but luckily the flag stayed in. Morgan has thrown the ball 34 times, Nick Despain has, for approximately 255 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight. There's a handoff up the middle to Salmon. 5-yard gain. Just over 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. So far in this half, Despain is 12 of 19 for 128 yards and 1 touchdown. Handoff to Salmon. First down and more. Breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet. Down to the 30-yard line. 25-yard gain there by Salmon.
What a great run. Again, the O-line creating some space, a gap for him to slip through, and enables him to pick up a good gain and a first down.
Ball on the 30-yard line. Morgan huddles up to take some time off the clock here. 4.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Morgan knocking on the door again. They're at the 30-yard line of Green Canyon. 1st and 10. Despain. Handoff up the middle. That was Lish with the carry. 9-yard gain. Lish has carried the ball 13 times so far for Morgan.
And I will say that Green Canyon defense has not been easy on him. He's going to be a little sore in the morning, but I don't think he'll regret one bit of it.
No, he's had a good game. Played almost every possession of the whole game, offense and defense, and special teams. Lish's brother Ryder was the quarterback for Morgan a couple of years ago. Here's a handoff to Lish again, gets a first down and is out of bounds. Stops the clock with about 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Four-yard gain, first down.
Just about 3.5 minutes left here. Trojans driving to score. And I think the defensive coaches will be very pleased with the way the defense has performed today, as well as the offensive coaches on the other side of the ball.
Ball's on the far hash. We're in the Mountain Green Dental Maroon zone. Here's a pitch back to Salmon. Cuts up. He's at the 20, 19. Brought down at the 19-yard line. 1-yard gain there for Jet Salmon. His last run was for 25 yards. That one was for 1 yard.
$13-yard average is pretty good.
That's decent. That was his 8th carry of the game. First half, he had 7 yards rushing. Salmon's behind Despain again. Handoff to Salmon. Picks up some nice blocks and spins around and gets down to the 10-yard line. Close to a first down. Nope, he's at the 11. Or is that the 12?
3rd and about an inch there, it looks like.
3rd and short. 2.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Despain. Hands off to Lish, who has it down to the spinning down to the 5-yard line. First down, Trojans.
Looking to find that pay dirt.
They had him at the 7-yard line. Morgan knocking on the door. 1st and goal on the 7-yard line. Despain has Lish behind him. Hand off to Lish, breaks right, cuts back in, and walks in for a Trojan touchdown. Gunnar Lish.
You know, you said walked in, and I know what you meant there. That's not a walk that I'd ever want to take. He worked for that, didn't he?
He did. He picked up some great blocks by the offensive line there. 7-yard touchdown run for Lish.
What a great play there. Again, the offensive line just creating those holes, those gaps, and enabling the runners to get the space that they need to score those touchdowns.
Here's Gavin Turner on for the PAT. Snap, back, kick up. And good. Gavin Turner, 3 for 3 on PATs tonight. Has a field goal as well. Also scored a touchdown.
Had a great night tonight.
Since we're under 2 minutes, I think we need to get serious about our players of the game here, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a Bingham's Bomb up for grabs. We have a Morgan Sports Network sponsored by Academy Mortgage certificate up for grabs. We have a Morty's Car Wash Clean Play or Highlight of the Game certificate. Where's your heart?
I like both of the ones we've talked about so far.
Would you be comfortable if I threw out one here?
Yeah, I'd love it.
Something to talk about here.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'd like to get someone from the offensive line involved.
I think the offensive
They've
line
opened up
deserves
some
it.
great lanes for these runners to dart through.
That's right, and this Green Canyon defense has been fierce. It would be interesting to get the coach's assessment after the game, but I think this is one of the more difficult defenses we faced, and the O-line has done the work to allow the offense to progress down the field.
I totally agree. So can we settle in with Lincoln Gilson as the Morty's Car Wash Clean Play highlight of the game with his long catches and great hands?
I also love that play in particular where he was running down the field and defensive players were having their ankles broken left and right as he shifted and dipped and moved down.
Yes. Congratulations to Lincoln Gilson as the Morty's Car Wash Clean Play of the game. Here's the kickoff, fielded at the 1-yard line, brought up to about the 30 before the tackle was made. Ty Wheeler has won a Bacon Bomb, so are you comfortable, Dave, if we say Ty Wheeler is the Academy Mortgage Most Outstanding Player for the Trojans?
I love it.
Number 44, Ty Wheeler. He's a 2-time winner of a certificate. That's the first time that's happened this season, but that's okay. He's well-deserved. He's an Ox Cat. And handoff down the middle. Tackle made by Sean Moore, I think. Number 51 is in for the Trojans right now. I need to go back to my cheat sheet here.
I still am curious with the switch of the quarterback.
Nick Priest.
Oh, great run.
Tackle made by number 33 of the Trojans, Triker Jones. Another handoff. That tackle was made by Tate Steele, the man of steel, number 89. Quarterback keeper. Stopped initially by number 34, Ethan Pace of the Trojans. Wolves in hurry up here, 30 seconds to go. They have the ball in Trojan territory. Well, Dave, I'm going to nominate Cole Keel to be the Bingham's Bacon Bomb Player of the game.
I love the nomination.
Do you second the nomination?
I second it.
Do you sustain it?
I sustain it and applaud it.
Pass complete. Number 59, Cole Keel, has been nominated and sustained as the Bingham's Bacon Bomb Player of the Game. Congratulations, Cole. You will receive a certificate for a bacon bomb by Bingham's Custom Meats in Morgan.
You know, in the old days, they used to treat bruises with putting on cuts of meat so he could take that bacon bomb and wrap it around those bruised forearms.
8 seconds to go. The Wolves are trying to spoil the Trojans shutout here. Trojans are up 24-0. We appreciate all of you who have watched the Morgan Sports Network and donated to the Morgan Sports Network. Thank you for your support. Upcoming schedule, Dave. This coming week, I need to look at my schedule here. This should be one of the last plays of the game. 8 seconds to go. The players are set. Snap is back. Quarterback is almost hacked by the Trojans. Jimmy Savage.
Jimmy Savage.
The pass is up, and it is almost intercepted as well. That was two plays that we have a flag on the play. They've waved it off, so that's the end of the ball game. Morgan 24, Green Canyon 0. Congratulations to the players of the game for Morgan, the Bingham's Custom Meat Player of the Game, Cole Keel, the Academy Mortgage Player of the Game, Ty Wheeler, and the Morty's Car Wash Clean Play Highlight of the Game, number 5, Lincoln Gilson, who had over 130 yards receiving and 1 touchdown tonight.
You know, the final score, if you were to look just at that, 24-0, it looks like a blowout. It didn't feel like that,
It
though.
really
It
didn't.
felt like the Wolves were in it until the very end, and did an excellent job tonight. I think they challenged the Trojans in a lot of new ways. And I'm grateful for this experience that the team has had tonight, because I think this will strengthen them as we move into region play here soon.
Yeah, so up next for the Trojan football team is,
I believe it's Manti, am I wrong?
you are correct, Manti next week, at Manti next Friday. So during the week on Thursday at home, we will have the JV. I'm sorry, we have the Trojans are at home next Friday against Manti.
Correct. It's a home game for the
Yes, on next
varsity and an
Friday
away
night,
game
yes.
for the JV and the varsity on Thursday.
The JV and the freshmen are away. So
yes, JV and freshmen.
any parting thoughts or comments here?
Based on, looks like we got some players taking to do a dive of the cooler. Let's see where it goes. Who's getting the water? Who got the splash? Who was that?
Is that Coach Barlow?
Is that Coach Barlow? Austin, your dad got dunked, I think. Hopefully he didn't have his cell phone in his pocket. There's a backstory to that.
We can guarantee you he did not.
So I think I think tonight was a good exercise for the Trojan football team, and I think the first quarter pressed them a little bit more than they've seen in a while. But obviously they ended dominating and are happy to pick up the win.
All right, well, for David Halls, our producer, Austin Barlow, and Dylan Despain, our cameraman was Sam Halls.